It is needy for us to be reminded how good it is to trust God's power when we are outnumbered. Can't hear it enough. Can't study it enough. Can't meditate and chew on it enough. I need to trust in the power of God. We need to trust in the power of God when the scales of peer pressure. Most of you watching today are adults who either have your own children or you are dealing with the younger generation, and you constantly fussed about the peer pressure issues and how they're listening to their friends perhaps more than listening to you and to wise counsel. But I just got news for you. We don't really grow out of it. It just gets more sophisticated as we get older. Many of us, we've got to grow. I've got to grow in trusting in God's power and when people are counting on you. It sounds like I'm going to trust God's power, but we step back sometimes and say, I'm not trusting in the power of God. I'm so consumed with how much I care for these people and I love these people and I know their needs that I'm really forgetting. I got to learn to trust God's power. We've got to learn to trust God's power when no one is looking. That's where the temptation battles rage for many of us, We can do all right when folks are looking, but when nobody's looking and we're spending a lot of time at home, it's so much easier to drift into things, whether on television, whether it's magazines. Well, now that you don't have to go magazines, you can do that stuff online. Trusting God's power when we're on the wrong end of justice. No doubt some of you watching this morning, you were on the wrong end of justice. And anybody halfway in their right mind, if they saw or heard your side of the story, they know, wow, that is really imbalanced. That is not right. When the ball's in our court to take the easy route, sometimes it's hard to trust God's power. I mean, this is easy. I know the decision, it's the easy answer. That's the easy route. Why would I go that route? When sometimes you step back and say, I got to trust God's power. And therefore, I'm not going to see the easy route. It's hard to trust God's power when you're the smartest person in the room. Well, you think you're the smartest person in the room. And you ain't really taking an opinion upon what everybody else thinks. But you know. Right? But it's also hard to trust God's power when you know you don't belong in the room. Your lack of expertise and knowledge, sometimes you're sitting up and you say, what in the world am I doing in there? I don't even belong here. But God has said, be there.